Hello, hello, hello. Let me just double check my YouTube that everything is functioning, that we have sound, that everything is good. Hello, hello, yes, I can mute that. Hello, Jessica. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I got to go back to this other screen. You can see here, I'm using my little phone stand to hold the card up. How cool is that? There's a little bit of light reflection on it, but there you go. And so I'm going to just, something went bing. I apologize. I'm going to shut that down so that we don't get bingings happening. Hopefully no bingings. How is everybody doing? Well, we are in this middle place. So while I was sitting here waiting for the time to start, I decided, because I sat myself down, because I get my camera, my lights, everything functioning. And then since I had already pulled a sampler, so I don't know if you saw that on Facebook, I just like hopped in and did a live that was like, I don't know, 2 minutes long. And I said, okay, sampler, doing an oracle read. Our sampler card is prosperity. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, I wonder what the book has to say about this. So yes, I want to read this. This resonates very well with me, and hopefully it resonates with you. But for the energies, because I had already noticed, like on this card here, for whatever reason, now I'm not American, and so excuse me if I get some of the history wrong, but there's something about like the Mayfair and like people dance around a pole or something culturally. Maybe you can inform me of this history lesson. But this is what this reminds me of this spring energy and dancing and frivolity and yay, happiness coming in, new beginnings. I think that's an event that happens like when you dance around the pole. It's a springtime thing. It's around Easter, right? There's my question for you. So all these colors in here are like Easter colors coming in, and that's next month. It's not too far off. We're looking and we're seeing new beginnings, and we want those new beginnings to be prosperity. Lots of abundance coming in. But let's read what the card says, because it definitely has some messages in for us. It says, the new energy is asking us to revisit and redefine how we want to perceive many human concepts. So that's very much in the energy we're in. We're in the energy right now of Venus retrograde, Mercury retrograde. That's all the words. So we're redefining, we're revisiting all kinds of human constructs, so like this circle that we are in, to see, what resonates and what doesn't resonate. So to help us recreate a reality that reflects a new and more expanded consciousness. The way in which we perceive and experience our state of prosperity is important to the creation of our new reality. Well, that's what we're building. We're building the new earth. We've entered a new age. We want all kinds of new things. And that's what's coming on the horizon. April is the start, and Aries season is the start of the astrological year. And right now, entitled today's read is Stuck in the Middle, because we're in between these two eclipses, the lunar and the solar, that's coming up on the 29th. It's going to shut that off. And then we're like plunging into the new. So I'm loving all this, but I'm going to read on because it's talking about the prosperity of this new energy that's coming to us. The word prosperity originates from the Latin word prosperus, which means doing well. That doesn't sound what prosperity is in regards to what we think of it is, as we think of prosperity is having well. No, doing well. But this entails much more than just our financial wellness. The original meaning encompassed a totality of our well-being, including our health, including our happiness, and as well as our success. So sadly, it seems that we have lost the measure of our success, lost the meaning over time. We've grown accustomed to the measuring our success and thus our prosperity by reflection of our bank accounts. The new energy invites us to reconsider our feelings of joy, love, compassion, and connection to self and to others, in addition to the fulfillment of our more mundane physical needs. All are part of our sense of prosperity. So this is exciting. This ties very much into a wonderful meeting I had with somebody today where I was saying this is going to grow in its own time and in its own way, but we have to plug into our joy center. Our joy center is the sacral, okay? If we don't have a happy inner child, you're not going to have a happy bank account, is how that works. It's counterintuitive to every indoctrination that we have grown up within this structure that says, you know, I need to be an adult, I need to be grown up, I need to pick a job that's going to give me this X, Y, Z, and we've been getting it wrong the whole time, wondering where's our prosperity, where's our abundance. It's locked away because our inner child is being ignored. Our inner child, our joyful, playful, I'm enjoying doing this. I like coming into work. When I like coming into work, my customers see my joy and then they give me a tip. When I like coming into work, I'm in good humor, and it reverberates out and spreads out in an energy that says, yes, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be doing this. And that creates an energetic imprint. So this is very exciting. In this activation, the abundance of rich, deep, and vibrant colors refers to the abundance of experiences, all that the universe provides us with in any given moment. Experience that resonate with all parts of our being and activate the energy centers, the chakras, in our body. Swirling movements indicate the constant change that is at the core of the human experience. The predominantly green and turquoise colors indicate the importance of letting all of these experiences flow through the heart center. And I chose green as heart-centered to be, because we are stuck in the middle. The middle is our heart center. I chose green to be my background color today because that's where it all needs to flow through. So this is like already giving us syncs happening. This is fantastic. When we connect them with our inner truth before we express them, so everything we say is filtered through the heart. The forest in the background and the double squares support this activation of prosperity on the level of our earthly plane and our daily lives, so that all of our needs are fulfilled, those on the emotional and spiritual plane, as well as those that ensured our physical survival and well-being. So the flowers at the corners represent the beautiful potential for new life. And I was planting seeds today, like literal ones. I'm trying to garden this year, some of my own vegetables. And that was joyous and fun, as well as grounding, because I was getting my hand in the dirt. The number 8 is the manifestation number, referring to our capacity to create our reality and our prosperity in the earth plane through an open heart and clear and focused intent. So, yes! We all, a spiritual awakening feels a lot like a deprivation for a period of time. And that's because we are that seed and we sprout anew and come out. And this is where we're at now. Our heads are peeking out. We're starting to grow and we want to create fruit for ourselves. So that's a beautiful first card that came out on this read. I'm going to pull one more from the sacred geometry activations. So let's get activated since I'd already pulled that card. And while I'm shuffling here, we've got some hellos. Hello, Yvonne. Welcome. And yes, hello. I'm sorry, I can't see the last name. First name, I'm going to have to move this. I only see last names right now. Let's see if I can make this a little bit smaller or this one over here. There we go. Too many screens open. Okay, so Lauren, hello. Okay, so Let's see what else is coming out for us today. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about in regards to having that sacral chakra opened and full in vibrancy. We've got passion. Look at that. So that's coming in card number 34. So when we are impassioned and have the joy and have the love, then we can manifest in the prosperity and the abundance. So this says the frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies a hidden gem of insight. That means all the emotions, the fearful ones. Okay, I'm going to sit in this fear because in sitting in it, I can find that gem, that diamond that makes me break free of this old paradigm, this old structure that I no longer need to be held within. I can expand myself beyond that. Same with every other emotion. There is always treasure. There's treasure in the darkness. So this hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where it can let long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So I'm going to throw this guy down here and look at that. Now we've got me and the cards. I think this is fantastic. So yes, we can see here in the core, we've got this white energy, purple energy. So that's crown opening. And the power of manifestation goes like this. We go, whoop. I am open to ideas. Ideas flow into me. I am inspirited. So spirit plants these beautiful seeds and of ideas. And wouldn't it be nice if I could do this? Or I would like to create something like that. So first we get this spark of idea that comes and opens us. And then we think on it. We talk about it a little bit. We talk about it to ourselves and we talk about it to the others, that throat chakra energy. And then we let it sink down, root down, get excited about it, get feeling good about it, and get into that sacral area, and then moving out into and then we ground it into reality, into the world around us. So yes, we're bringing passion, prosperity in and lighting it up with a sense of passion to ground it so that we can have the fruit. We can have all of the things that we want to create from that place. So next up, I'm hopping in, and these are very large cards, so bear with me. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle. So all my decks today I picked are bright and cheerful. We've been in the kind of dark and gloomy in the winter, and we're coming into nice, vibrant energies. But we still might feel a little bit, caught in the middle between the old and the new as we navigate our way through this eclipse season. It's coming to a close. 6 more days, people. 6 more days. If you're sitting in a little bit of the dark stuff, it's okay. It too shall pass. It too shall pass. So, 2 coming up. Excellent. I'm liking this. First, we have Panda. And Panda is bringing in the messages of balance. So I'm going to throw Panda up here now. Look at that. Our beautiful Panda is all black and whites. So balance. This is our chakra. That is our masculine, our feminine, our shadow, our light, our fear, our treasure. See, there's something hidden within everything. So, normally on a yin yang, there's the dark within the light and the light within the dark. So as we create balance and harmony between these two things, we allow them to be. We're no longer looking at certain things as you're bad and you're good. You're a bad emotion. I don't want you. You're a bad situation. I don't want you. You're bad. I'm gonna die here if I don't have power. When we start to allow everything and sit in it and say, okay, I'm having a shadowy day right now. And I'm going to be in this darker vibe I'm going to allow myself to be here knowing that there's a nugget of light within it. And when I'm in the light, I'm not going to be all love and light. I'm going to allow myself to understand that, shadows may come up and there might be little triggers that come up at any given time. So I'm letting go of this expectation that I need to be positive and happy all the time. I'm allowing myself to be in my authenticity. And in my authenticity, it's like the cross. So we come back to that center point, which is the heart. And in that heart, we are balanced from our ideas and the earth. We're at the center point here, and we are balanced in our energy of masculine and feminine. So doing and receiving. And being in balance. So you might find yourself, oh, I'm really excited. I'm going to go do this project. And then you're like, okay, I've done that for about an hour. Now I'm going to sit down for a little bit. I'm going to wait. I'm going to pace myself. What is that? That's new. I'm not used to being in balance of these energies. So this is what's coming in, because when we come into perfect alignment, so the earth is providing us energy and the divine is providing us energy, and we meet in this central place, which is the heart space, and we spread ourselves out in the feminine and the masculine in perfect. What we're creating is a cross. We're creating this perfect cross, and when we're in this alignment of balance, so alignment, up, get that posture going, and balance of masculine and feminine. So we're like walking a tightrope. What we actually are stepping into is Jaguar energy, which is about power. That is where our power lies. We are become disempowered when we are out of alignment with ourselves. So our true sense of self, spirit, soul, God, the creator, talking to us and saying, nudging us to go this way or that way. And we're like, yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. Or no, I don't want to do, and then the spirit's like, yeah, get back in alignment with yourself, get back into a sense of balance. And it may be a little bit of it's like the energy that I feel right now would best be described. I don't know if you've ever been on a big boat with really waves, a lot of waves, and you hit each wave, it hits you, and you're like this for a little bit. So we're no longer getting spun, but we are still kind of going back to the old ways of doing things, new ways of doing things, old ways of thinking, new ways of thinking. Oh, I'm observing I'm doing that a little bit differently than I used to do. Oh, okay. So, and then eventually the waves settle and we come into like a more calm alignment as we're maintaining these energies. Like that's why tightrope walkers, they carry that big long pole, because it's giving them some stability. And when we are more stable, we are more powerful. We can be a lot more stealth, and a lot of our energy is directed right towards the target, as opposed to like a jaguar, it doesn't waste all its time and energy, running around here and there and everywhere. And they keep the eye on, okay, now I see something worth expelling my energy for. So that's where we're going to be. We're going to be a lot more powerful as we keep our eyes on the prize, and allow ourselves to ooh, okay, I need to steady myself a little bit, and now I'm going to pounce. So Jaguar energy coming in, which I absolutely love. So we've got Jaguar and power. Nice. Next up, we're going to move into the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards and see what they have to say to us today. And oh yes, I love the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Yes, it's one of my favorite oracles. I love the animal kingdom anyways. They're constantly talking to us. Of course, I don't see too many pandas and jaguars out in my neighborhood. At the present moment, though, I am seeing a lot of bunnies. And they wouldn't last long around a jaguar. But they are the animal of creation. So, I'm liking this. Some throat chakra openings coming to us. And we have card number 31, which is truth. transparency, sincerity, communication, honesty, being, and you can see here, this lovely lady is unlocking. She is unlocking so that she can speak and express herself from a place of truth and integrity and all of these incredible energies in here. So throat chakra activations is one we all need. As a society, we've been long held in an imbalanced, so come back to balance for a minute. We were in an imbalanced state of power. So I'm going to go back to these two cards for a second, because the consciousness of society as a whole has been in the solar plexus, an imbalance of power, some playing a more dominant role than others, and some playing a more submissive roles than others, which is the definition of toxic masculinity and toxic femininity. And so what this is saying is the energy, we are breaking through this area. And the first card, we were talking a lot about that heart center. So now the energies of what I'm truly feeling is coming up, and it's coming through the heart center. So I know I have, for the last 2 days, been experiencing heart chakra pains again. And at this stage, I'm well used to it. So yes, if you start to feel heart chakra pains and you're like, oh my God, am I having a heart attack? No, you're not having a heart attack. You're having a heart chakra opening. And that's allowing the energy to move its way up and allow us to express ourselves in greater amount of truth. Now, I should note, if you're actually having a heart attack and you're worried about it, please go to the doctor. I'm not advising anybody. I'm not a medical doctor. I don't have like a scan that I can tell you, but I can say if you're on the awakening process and you're having some heart pains and you go to the doctor and the doctor says there's nothing wrong with you, we've done an x-ray, you're clear, you're good to go, and you're like, but it hurts. Yeah, that's an activation. Okay, so I'm just gonna qualify that, because I don't want somebody to be like, but I saw this YouTube lady and she told me not to go to the doctor, and I'm yeah, I don't want to be responsible for anybody's death. So if you actually think you are having a heart attack, please go get it checked out. That's why they have invented, which brings me back to balance, by the way, because I've had a couple people say to me lately, I'm scared of medical. Well, yes, I can understand that. If you know my backstory, I can totally understand that. However, the medical world has things like x-ray machines, and they have other fancy tools called technology that are very, very useful. So don't throw out the good with the bad and discount all of medical medicine simply because you've had some bad experiences. Use it for what you can get out of it. If somebody is having like serious heart problems, go get yourself checked out. And then when they say you're clean, you're fine, you're good to go, because there's a lot of symptoms that people experience through the awakening, through the ascension, on all levels, physical, emotional, mental, lots of symptoms. And you go to a doctor and the doctor's like, I don't know. So when a doctor says, I don't know, that's when you come to me, and as a medical intuitive, you say, hey, can we have a conversation, because I have this weird pain and nobody knows what it is, and I'll sit down and talk with you about that. That just spun us around. But my point being, when we open more into the heart, we are filtering through all of our feelings. Your feelings are valid regardless of what you were told as a child, and most people were told to put up and shut up, and children are meant to be seen, not heard. Go to your room, go play, here's a sucker, go away. I don't want to hear about your anger, your angst, your upsets. And so now we're being challenged in our triggers. So in those moments where we're like, whoa, what's happening? This energy is a little bit, we're being triggered to clearly and concisely speak our truth. No. Thank you. That doesn't resonate with me. I've thought about it, and that's going to be a no for me. Or yes, please. So I have needs. So simple sentences. I need you to do X, Y, Z. That doesn't leave room for conversation, discussion. So people who have had an out of balance throat chakra, such as myself, may have in the past gone through like long explanations, writing long, huge text messages with multiple paragraphs and a small essay, or the opposite and saying absolutely nothing at all and just avoidance and hitting the road and ghosting and getting out of here. So finding the midpoint of that balancing act that we need to do for all these energies means communicating honestly without too much emotion disrupting anything so that you can just state how it is for you. This is your own individuation. That the family has done this their whole lives. That doesn't work for me anymore. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to come to Easter this year. I'm going through a lot with my awakening, and I love you all. Have some ham or whatever you want to eat, and peace out. I'm going to do me. So we're being asked to unlock the throat and start, if you haven't been speaking, to start speaking. And if you have been speaking too much, to maybe speak a little bit less and just practice making those sentences as concise and to the point. The smallest, most complete sentence of all is no. No. And that's okay. Next up, we're going to hop into, we've got, I put them all lined up here behind me. The Chakra Insight Oracle. So we're going to hop into this one and see what comes from this. I would love to see this. This also kind of reminds me of, everybody keeps talking about exposure, how more and more is going to be exposed, more truth is going to come to light. And we've already seen that. I don't know if you guys are paying attention to what's happening in Egypt. It's very exciting. I am very impassioned about what's happening in Egypt. I want to know. I want to know where I came from. I want to know the history. I want to know the truth of humanity. So exciting things are happening, and that's very throat chakra. That's like the earth herself is opening up that throat region, and the earth herself has her own chakra system. Ooh, see, now I'm triggered. Now I'm in a good way. The positive, I'm glimmered to go find more information. I want to find out where and re-look at, and I'm going to report back to you all where the throat chakra is on the earth. Yes, I don't have that within grabbing distance. It's in my notes. So that will be very interesting, because that's what's coming to light for me now, is that the earth herself is activating her throat chakra and going to be revealing some secrets. What is underneath the pyramids? I want to know. So this is helping in alignment with our first card up, which was prosperity. We've got growth. Do you feel like you've had some growth? I certainly do. If we look back to where I was 5 years ago as a reference point, or even a year ago, and maybe that's something that you need to do, is look back. Because sometimes in the now, it's hard to see how far you've come and how much you've grown. But so look back a year, look back 5 years and go, whoa, that's crazy. Look at how much I've grown. I'm like totally different person. I'm rooted in a new reality. Although this card, the roots are uprooted. So that's kind of funny. And I also like how kind of in the back, right? You've got this one leaf that's completely individuated from the rest of these leaves. It's like, yeah, I see all you guys over here. You're all hanging together. I'm going to just do me. I'm going to go over here and do me. In fact, I'm thinking of hopping on this elevator over here and like hitting the road. I'm going to go off on my own. And in the background, we've got emergency room. So that's really funny. And in this picture, this teeny tiny little picture, I don't know if you can see it. It kind of looks like bugs in your tummy. So yes, this is asking us to eat our greens and get healthy, start purging stuff that you shouldn't be eating. So cilantro, parsley, spirulina, chlorella. Add all those to your diet right now. It will definitely help with your growth as you clear out the stuff that doesn't want to be there, all these icky bugs. We don't want these icky bugs. And we certainly don't want to go to the emergency room if we can avoid it. If you have serious problems, please attend the emergency room. If you do not, then just eat some greens. Juice them. That's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm growing. I'm growing my own spinach and my own celery and my own ginger. No, I'm not growing my own ginger. That would be really cool, but no. And so I can juice your greens, okay? And maybe avoid the wheat. Okay, the wheat might be bringing you into the emergency room. Just saying. So I'm going to throw that guy up there, and you can have a little look-see on that. Meanwhile, I'm going to have to move the decks around. So there we go. Growth. There, I don't. There. Okay, so next up, we're going to move into the Energy Oracle. Thank you, Jessica, for donating this. If anybody ever wants to donate me a deck so that we can have fresh energies, I have an Amazon wish list with a plethora of decks that make me all giddy and excited and impassioned about. So I greatly appreciate any donations. Otherwise, on the topic of donations, at the beginning of today's chat, I have a link there to buy me a cup of tea. If you would like to buy me a cup of tea while I'm sitting here doing this read for you, all donations are greatly appreciated because that is how I live. It's through donations. So thank you. And we've got welcome to Shannon. Welcome to Shannon and Sharon. We've got Shannons and a Sharon's. So we've coming in late. That's okay. Better to be late. And yes, we have, well, you couldn't have been that late if you heard the maypole bit. Yeah, you're going to have to educate me on the maypole. I'm going to have to educate myself on that. Right after I educate myself on the location of the throat chakra of planet Earth. So welcome, everybody. Let's see what the Energy Oracle has to say. Okay. I'm going to take them. Why not? I make up the rules here. I'm individuating. I can do what I want. So we got 4 cards that bounced out, and I'm going to keep all of them. First, we have up, for those that like their numerology, we've got 21, 15, 51, which is interesting because 15 and 51 in that order is 1551, so that's a mirroring, which is coming in. And then we have a 41 as well. So, neat in regards to numbers, we have a 31, a 21, a 41, a 51. That's growth. If you put those in order, 21, 31, 41, 51, in tens. So we're like, ooh, in tens. Okay, I get excited about in tens because, and we started with prosperity, which is a little bit about money. So, a lot of times on an awakening path, and I've talked about this in 1 or 2 of my videos, about the get out of jail tax. So if you have had to pay the get out of jail tax in certain situations, and what the get out of jail tax is you're closing down a karmic cycle and you want out as quickly as possible. And you're like, okay, how can I navigate this? And so you're going through a really icky divorce and you're like, listen, just sign the papers. I don't want any spousal support. Just sign. So you walk away from something that, and you ultimately you've taken a financial hit, or you're friends with somebody and they're all pissed off because, I don't know, their shoes got lost at your house or something. I'm remembering a Sex and the City episode, and you go, here, listen, fine, here's your $400. I'll pay for those shoes. That's an insane amount of money for shoes. But if somebody told me that they lost their shoes at my house and they cost $400, I'd be like, here, take the fucking money and fuck off. I don't want to deal with you ever again. But I'm going to pay this karmic tax, which I call the get out of jail tax. I'm going to suck it up, and then I'm going to go my own way. right? Individuation, go my own way. So I have a theory, and my theory has yet to be proven, but I'm going to share it with you, which is every single time I have paid get out of jail tax and taken a financial hit from somebody, whether they have taken advantage of me, whether I've been shafted at a store, whether somebody, did the dirty on me, every single time, I've been keeping track of that. I've been telling my spirit team, you guys keep the accounts for me, because I want that all to come back to me by the power of 10, right? I'm going to let God take care of that debt that is owed to me, these karmic situations that I had to pay to get out of. And anything that is owed to me is not up for me to go and chase after. I'm not going to sue anybody. I'm not going to run after anything. I'm going to get the natural flow that is this beautiful earthly energy that brings us back into prosperity. I'm going to dance my little dance around the pole, and I'm going to get to the other end, and then the universe is going to go, here, you're owed all of this. And I'm going to go, thanks. Thanks. So I won't get it back from the people that fucked me, and that's okay. I don't need to get it back from them. Instead, I'm going to let the natural things grow and develop, and I'm going to get it back that way. So we've got a lesson of the number 10 today, the power of 10. So that is, in actuality, my strategy. So we have, and we'll see if it works. I think that it's going to. So our first card up of the energy cards that came out is a strategy. So we have another, you can see up at the top here, lock and key. And we also have we're creating an action plan for ourselves, but we're not actually writing anything. This is, an old school, right? What is on this piece of paper is the map, the universal map. So we're letting the divine just do its thing. And we've got a compass over here. And we've got some scrolls that are happening that we could take a little bit of notes. We've got some coins happening. And what's said is this is our journal log. We're going to observe and let the universe take track of our debts. And so karma isn't just about, the bad things that, people do, and therefore karma's bad. No, karma's brilliant. Karma rights things. Karma brings things back into balance. Balance. Again, we have balance. Karma brings things back into balance. So the strategy, the best strategy that we can use right now to create this prosperous life is to get the fuck out of ego and tell ego to sit down. The divine's got this. The divine is the strategy. It'll come in divine time, in divine way. I do not need to stress about it. It will materialize when it needs to. Money will show up as I need it, out of the blue, randomly. Gifts will be offered. Things will be offered. And jobs will be offered. New opportunities will be offered. And so this is our strategy moving forward, is to let the divine be our compass. One of my favorite prayers that I've used routinely throughout this awakening is, God, guide me. God, guide me. Guide me. And then today I was doing some meditation, and it expanded even. It was, God, guide me to now. God, guide me to now. Don't try to guide me to tomorrow. I'm here now. So guide me to practice being in the now. And in the now, what we need to appreciate is appreciation. Card number 15, we've got this royal letter, smelling the roses. Smelling the roses. See? So as we cultivate, God, guide me into being in the now, into the present moment, where I can stop and stand in stillness. Look at her posture, by the way, in perfect alignment. And stop to appreciate what is here now, not what isn't here now, what I need down the road, because I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about the debts that are owed to me. I'm not going to worry about how I'm going to make these things happen. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to be here now. I'm going to be guided into the now, and in the now, if there's a beautiful scent, I have eucalyptus going, but yes, she's just being in present as much as possible. And it's like this garden that she's in is just growing over. It's growing all around her. And she is not gardening in that dress. Come on. She's enjoying life in that dress. Yeah, she is not down hands and knees and doing all the masculine labor to help this just grow this everything in plenty. She's just like, I'm just taking a walk in my beautiful garden. It's so lovely. I don't need to worry about anything because something else will come to me. And what might come to me is card number 51. We have Healer of the Ages. So very Yeshua or Jesus energy here. You can see I'm in open hands. I'm in receiving. I'm allowing to come what comes. I am radiating out from my heart space. I am in balance. I am in harmony. I am lit. I am lit up. Look how lit up we are here. So we're allowing spirit to come through us. And this is what the ascension process is. It's stepping into our own Christ consciousness. Christ was trying to teach us how to awaken, how to ascend. He was not trying to teach us Christianity. Christianity didn't even exist. He was trying to teach us how to heal. Heal ourselves by getting into posture, by getting into balance, by getting into speaking from a heart filtered place. So if the things that are coming out of your mouth are not coming through the heart, and they're circumventing the heart, what's happening is, this is when you get into the know-it-all energy. Well, I know better than you. That's not through the heart. That's not showing compassion for somebody else, being in a superiority complex. If you're judging, that's certainly circumventing the heart. If there's criticism, circumventing the heart. If there's insults, circumventing the heart. So we need to go through the heart. Through the heart. What was it? One of the more famous ones, judge not, lest thee be judged. So sit in, are we even judging the judgers? In which case we go, I'm going to use my throat chakra to not engage in a battle. I'm going to be in a much more calm and peaceful and say, if that's what works for you, peace, peace, peace. I'm not getting engaged in this tit for tat, this power struggle, all this dynamic. So yes, we need to be in that lit up heart space moving forward. Card 41, we have crown chakra opening. So we have a lot happening in all of the chakras. Have you noticed that? We're not dealing with one particular chakra. Our first card, Prosperity, was talking about all of the chakras getting involved. We, again, have all of the chakras getting involved with the manifestation process. And we have throat, we have heart space, and now we have, and then we had strategy. So strategy is wisdom. It's using inspiration from the divine, absolute wisdom. We have appreciation, again, another heart space. That would even be into the higher heart, moving into that energies there. Then we have the healer of our ages. And when we heal through the heart, we heal ourselves through the heart. We heal by showing ourselves love, by showing ourselves compassion, by holding space for ourselves, by receiving whatever energy that comes and saying, I can show this anger, love. I can show this frustration, love. I can show this divine hatred I had for the acts that you did, love. I can love myself through this experience. And then we open ourselves to our absolute divinity, and we have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. And I like this because she's depicted as a woman. Normally Uriel is not depicted as a woman, and I always associate Uriel as like guidance, as illuminating the path for us. But this is a very feminine version, and although all archangels have a masculine and feminine because they're not segregated, they're in divine union. So Uriel here coming in with a lot of very light etheric energies, I like how in the background you can see the light emanating, but it's not entirely balanced. So again, we've got to work on our balancing a little bit and clearing out anything that's not in alignment. So using the violet ray and calling in the violet ray, you can also call in Archangel Zadkiel for that. You can call in the Ascended Master. Flew right out of my head. So yeah, my head's not imbalanced at the present moment. Well, we can call in Uriel and ask her to please purify my thinking. Please open me to divine guidance so that I can trust that whatever is meant for me will manifest for me in divine time and divine way. You know, this battle of old way of thinking and new way of thinking really plays out in the manifestation world. You know, old way of thinking was I can manifest my life the way that I want. You know what that is? That is ego speaking. Manifestation from the new age is saying, help me get in alignment with the manifestation you want for me. Not I want for me. See the difference there? And this is where there was a lot of problems where the secret fell short. You know, everybody bought into the secret and law of attraction and manifestation, and that's all well and good until you have your awakening and spirit comes along and says, wait a second, you're not in charge. You're not in charge. I am. And you're so off your alignment with your soul and your soul's plan and your soul's divine destiny. You need to like get into the now and let go of the control and allow yourself to be guided. Allow yourself to receive. This healer of the ages is about receiving the gifts that are coming to you, receiving the karma that's owed to you, the good karma. You know, if you've been out doing good things all your life, you've been collecting in the green. You know, you've got the list. You either have a karmic debt or you've got a karmic surplus. And so we want to be in alignment with souls so that we can start cashing in on our karmic surplus. You know, these things are owed to me, and I'm good with that. I'm empowered with that because I'm going to use it for good. So beautiful, beautiful angel here, Archangel Uriel, to come and help us with that. Now, I'm going to move these decks around again because I need that deck. So, wah. See, the lights hit it ever so slightly. There we go. There we go. A little bit light. Okay, so we're going to find out what archetypical energies are at play today. I'm hopping into Carolyn Myss Archetype deck. While I'm shuffling, Google says the Earth's throat chakra is located at the intersection of the Pyramid of Giza, Mount Zion. Are you kidding me with this? Come on, that's too brilliant. See? Ha! Even the Earth is like opening her heart chakra to like reveal some truths. So if the Earth is doing it, you can be sure people are doing it too. So also be aware. That should come with a little bit of a shadow warning that when we open our throat chakra and that means sometimes people who are not quite in balance and haven't been doing the work are spurting out some pretty negative stuff, some shadowy stuff. But if you've been doing the work, then you're going to be balanced yourself and you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to take a step back and walk away and excuse me. It's like that Homer Simpson's video where he just like crawls and hides into the bushes. Hi. You know, so yes, be aware that throat chakra activations can come as a mixed bag until we get all sorted with that. And already, I know with the whole thing with these pyramids you know, some people are going major conspiracy theories and getting all like fear driven, and other people are like just keeping themselves open. So don't spread fear. Please, 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 please don't spread fear. Be in your healer energy. You know, speak through the heart. Promoting fear and terrifying people of what could happen and oh my God, all of that energy might be being come at you is the shadow as being expressed out, because when we open a new chakra, the shadow has to be expressed. It needs to come out. So if somebody's yelling at you, shouting at you, being Miss Know-It-All at you, being a superior complex at you, just being generally nasty at you, don't throw back. Don't throw anything back. And when you read things, don't throw anything back. Just be like, okay, I'm going to go sit in this. I'm going to transmute whatever's coming up for me and understand that, you know, they're unlocking their throat chakra and they're freaking out, and I don't have to own what they're doing. I'm going to individuate myself. That's my favorite word of the week, individuate. Yes. Keeps coming up, and I love it. And there we go. We got two. I'm going to take those, and then I'm going to put this back over here because it's a taller deck, which means you can see more of the card. What do we have? What do we have? Ooh. First up, we have slave energy. And the light here is surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Can we sit in that for just a second? Can we just sit in that? Did I not just say that the problems with the old way of trying to do manifestation was that we were trying to control it? And this is talking about, and I repeat, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. And then the shadow attribute of this that is going to come up if we're like playing this as we free ourselves. Look, she's got all these binds that she's way out of alignment. First of all, that's not good body posture. She's got all these like binds that is keeping her, but they're not like, they're made of bamboo. Ooh, bamboo's a little bit tough, but you could kick your way through some bamboo. You could free yourself from some bamboo here. So she needs to free herself from some of these. And what are we a slave to? Really, at the end of the day, the biggest thing that we're a slave to is our own thoughts, our own mind. The constructs that is the matrix is supported through our thoughts and our beliefs and our ideas of what we can and can't do, of how people are going to react if I do this. So it speaks out. So that slave energy that might be coming up for you could be what I am connecting into what is known as the persecution complex. So the persecution imprint, is we all have the memory deep within us of being a slave, of being a witch burned at the stake, of being hunted across the desert. This is a collective consciousness as well as our own. Oh, download coming in. Very interesting. I'm getting that in this ear. So the spirit's kind of telling me you're right on the mark. So we all have this history embedded in our DNA, embedded in our nervous system, embedded in our collective consciousness of what it is to be enslaved or chased or persecuted. And if I say my truth, maybe I'm going to get in trouble. Maybe people won't like me. Maybe I'm going to be like banished out of my community and starved to death. And so this is the types of stuff that we're coming up to clip. So we're no longer enslaved to other people's thinkings, other people's rules, the social constructs that hold us in. And you might find yourself like banging your head against these things every now and again as we're still in that wave energy. And you're like, wait a second. I'm going to say what I really feel right now because I'm not a slave to that thinking anymore. I'm not entrapped into the fear like I was anymore. I'm going to trust. I'm going to 100% trust. Even though I can't see it, I can't know it, there's no idea of what's happening, I'm going to completely trust that something is being led to me. And the shadow attribute is giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Okay, I want to repeat that because I really want to hit people over the head with this one. Giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So one of the things that I have been noticing more and more on my own awakening is that I am not searching for answers outside of myself right now. Now is not when I'm going and doing deep dives into like reading books and reading texts. And I've been doing that for 30 years. I'm not not going and chasing after loads of other people's interpretations of what's happening now, and oh my God, this, that, and the other. I'm completely disconnecting from all of that and going for the answers within me. So meditate, spend time doing the simple healings that go back to the healer of the ages. And I was talking this morning in our group support meeting about the medicine wheel. So the medicine wheel teachings is 4 quadrants of a circle, and each of those 4 quadrants represents, well, everything. It represents the 4 seasons. It represents the sacred medicines. It represents everything. There's many teachings within the wheel. So you may have seen this. You've got your black, your red, your white, your yellow, all in 4 quadrants. I have a tattoo of it on my leg. And what the sacred medicine teachings are telling us in regards to what this is, it is return to the simplicity that is the healing. So these 4 quadrants, your best healers right now, your best gurus right now, the best thing that you can be doing right now for you is grounding, so earth energy, breathing, air energy, cleansing, water energy, or if you can walk by the ocean or walk by like a beach or anything like that, cleansing, drinking water, very good, and fire energy. So we're burning off things that no longer resonate with us. And the fire energy is also sun energy. So just getting out in sunshine, going for a walk with no sunscreen on. You can put it on later after your walk, but like make sure every single day you're getting a little bit of sun codes come into you, please. And breathing in the air, sitting on the ground, reconnecting to the energies that is the 4 main medicines. That's it. Earth, air, water, fire. Those are your gurus. Go sit with them. Sit with a candle. Light a candle and burn a candle and just sit and watch the candle flame dance. And free yourself, okay? So constructs of slavery. Free yourself from feeling that somebody else knows more than you, somebody else is an expert, somebody else is practicing to go within. Because the more we go within and search the answers, the more comes about the energy of the mystic that you are, the magical being that you are. And so the light attribute of the mystic reveals an intimate union with the divine. I'm not more divine than you or less than divine than you. We all have our capacity to connect into the energy of the divine. The shadow attribute of this is a delusional rapport with the divine. Okay, so it is noted by many people that when you go through a spiritual awakening and you are opening yourself to your Christ consciousness, oftentimes people get stuck thinking that they are Christ, or that they have, only them has a special inside knowledge. And this is where you get people, when they get too caught up into the delusion, go and create cults and say, listen, if you talk to me, I can guide you to God, and you have to follow everything I say. And warning, 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 you want slave energy, follow some guru into like a really bad cult type situation. And I've seen people in this awakening that I'm experiencing. I've had experiences with individuals that are not good. You know, I was desperately seeking help for my Kundalini experiences, and I found somebody who called themselves a Kundalini guru. And when I started doing some research into him, because he was acting very strangely, I found a website that was a cult website with hundreds of complaints about him using his mystical powers, which probably weren't even mystical powers in the first place. He probably read a lot of books and talked the talk, and then entrapped people, enslaved people into doing his bidding. And a lot of that was getting naked on camera. So if somebody's telling you to get naked on camera, they aren't a guru. In fact, the day of the guru is gone. You're the guru. You are your own guru. This is a mass awakening. You know the answers. All those answers are inside of you. So sit with them and one by one, free yourself from any thinking, any beliefs that have you in a state of disempowered. You are your own healer. You can heal anything. If I can heal it, you can heal it. I'm not special. Well, I am, but we're all special. We're all a little bit special. So that's some good energy coming in. Let's open ourselves up to the mystic energy. And I'm still blown away that the throat chakra is in Egypt. See, this is huge. This is massive. I'm excited. I don't normally spend too long time scrolling, but I found this one woman who does have a YouTube, and she is fascinating. Old time, ye old, I can't remember, something old as in OLDE. I'll see if somebody wants to, get in touch with me later, because I'm sure I'll be like sending off a video or watching many videos. So we have card number 5 coming up next, which is this is my shadow and light oracle, because we're balanced and we can handle both of those. So we have some self-doubt presenting. Oh, I didn't throw in my slave. There's the slave. You didn't get to see that. Mystic. So throw those mystics up and I'll hold. We have some self-doubt coming in, and that's okay. It is totally normal and natural, and it's okay to feel doubt. Like, oh my God, look at all the winds of change that are happening. Everything's shifting direction. This like wind is circling through, and we were going one way, and now all of a sudden we're going a completely and utterly different direction. And she's kind of in this position of like, what the fuck is happening? I'm sure that's not what she's saying, but it kind of does look like she might be saying that, as she's like, it's happening all too quickly. So yes, as change flows through us, and it's gonna start happening much and much faster, and it's okay. It's okay to have self-doubt. The other side of self-doubt is hope. It's hope that it's all going to work out. Everything is going to be okay. All I need to be is here now. I don't need to be there then. I need to be here now. So God, guide me to be here now is where I need to be. And that is where the mystical energy is. That is where our power is in the here, now. Like, I love it. Look, she's even got all these like stars above her head. And she's like, I'm just... That's where the magic is. That's where the magic lies. So yes, can be hopeful. And if you're experiencing some doubt, it's okay. It is okay to be in that energy. I have one more deck that I have pulled. If anybody who's watching today would like an individual card pulled for them, please shout it out for me into the chat, and I will pick a deck by guidance. Will guide me to whatever decks that we want to pull. So this one here is the Inner Fucking Peace deck, and we all want a little bit of that. It's all about going within. Okay, we have... Ooh, I like it because this connects into that throat chakra. So this deck is interesting because it's got 2 messages on both sides. So the first side is, and I like it, the truth shall set you free, but first it will piss you off. And that is more true than you could possibly imagine. As you sit and you meditate on all the constructs that have held you previously in a smaller version of yourself, enslaved to a marriage, a family, a group of people, a job, a system, whatever. First you get really, really irritated before you transmute through it And then you sit in the mystic energy of go, oh, okay, I understand why I had to like have that experience and why they had to be like that for me to be like this now. And there's a reason for it. And I'm at peace with it. So yes, I would always much rather have the truth. But the truth can be disgusting. It can be repulsive. It can be make you angry. Really, really angry. And that's a good thing. If you're expressing and things are coming up as more truth comes to light, and, you know, as we said, not only is truth coming to light with people communicating because, you know, they might blurt out things, the earth herself is holding secrets that is coming to light. So we might get really irritated. What do you mean humanity is actually 30,000 years old? You lied. You said that we were only the last 10,000 years and that we were like, no, you lied. You know, so yes, we might get really irritated, and that's okay to have those energies that arise. We just sit in them. We work through them. We find ways to transmute them, to alchemize them. So we're not going to be afraid to be angry. And you will champion your truth like a mofo and rest on the seventh day. So I'm loving this because it's saying even in our healing work, so we have the healer of the ages, and even in our healing work, we know that we need to sit down and rest at some point. We will get through this. And if you're getting through it while you're resting, you know, in the dreamscape, that's where a lot of work is happening for me right now. Is in the dreamscape, and that's okay. It'll happen, and it'll clear out in the way that the divine see it. Because I'm not in charge of this rodeo. I'm just along for the ride. Some days I get to play, you know, the wild horse, and some days I get to play the jester, and some days I get to play the audience member and just sit back and go, whoa, this is crazy. So yes, we will champion through it. So even, and that's when the self-doubt comes up, because the self-doubt is like, oh my God, am I ever going to get through this? Is life ever going to be normal? What is life? I have hope. I have hope. I have hope. I have hope that I can transmute whatever it is coming up for me. Okay, so we have a card for Lauren. And I'm getting the color pink. Is coming in. So my pink deck, the closest to my pink deck, is Work Your Light Oracle. So this one here is for Lauren, but of course, for everybody that doesn't already know, whenever I pull an individual card, it's for the collective anyways. It's just each individual person brings in a new vibe that directs me to go in a different direction. So it helps me pick the right deck, and then the right card is pulled. So, for Lauren and for everyone. I'll put this up while I'm shuffling. We'll go back to that one. And you can see, why? Why are you doing this to me, God? And there we go. Okay, we have Priestess energy. So how are you being called to step up and lead? So I love this. Very Egyptian. She's earned her wings. She's earned her crown. The Kundalini energy is on and connected into her third eye. So like, look at here, look at this beautiful priestess that's coming in, that's in balance. Look, everything is in balance. Everything is in harmony. Whatever's on the one side is on the other side. So it's trusting that you're being led exactly where you need to go. And I love it because there's kind of like a vibe of like a portal here. But the portal is not in front of her. The portal is behind her. So it's not in the far back behind her. Like, it's not far behind her, but it is behind her. And look also, we've got some lion energies. So she's got this masculine protectors on both sides, her own energies, lion energies here, but she also has her own energies. And I love it because the light in this is kind of located in the womb space, the spark of passion. We go back to the sacral area there. So everything is in alignment, everything is in balance, everything is in harmony, and everything is muted. So I have different decks, and some of my decks have priestess in them. You know, that's not an unusual thing for an oracle deck. But I was drawn to this particular deck, and this particular deck shows priestess in muted colors. Nothing is too bold, too sharp, it's muted colors. So she knows how to use her power subtly, and she's leaving behind, whatever this is in behind her. She's gone through the portal. She's on the other side. And look at this. We've got a perfect mirroring of Healer of the Ages and Priestess, both hands open, ready to receive. Ready to receive, which is where we started from, a whole bunch of prosperity through the gateway of our passion, because the gateway is that little spark that she has right in her sacral there. So that is a beautiful card coming in there, and I love it because Kundalini is represented in the top on this golden. It's pretty. It's pretty. And I like it. Her wings have a kind of dragonfly vibe to me. Because wings can be depicted many different ways, and dragonflies are so magical and so subtle, and they skim just above the water, so they don't let them get sucked down into the depths, the watery realms of that's where our deep emotions are. They're like, I can be light and cheerful and playful and girly vibe coming in there with Priestess. So I'm going to throw that one down, and then next I am going to be hopping into Jessica. Interesting. Jessica, we're going for dragons, darling. Dragons for you. Is this a weird box? Okay, we'll see what the Dragon Kingdom needs to say to us here. So this is my Dragon Tarot. I don't normally pull from tarot. Woo! Okay, well, apparently we're getting the constant 3 messages coming out here, so we'll take them all. We have the 3 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Magician. So that's very nice energies. So we're, and the Magician is balancing all of the energies. I talked about the medicine wheel. And so what's nice about this is this Magician has the swords, the cups, the wands, the pentacles, all in combination. So we're balancing some feminine energies, the divine number of 3, in working in harmony with spirit. We're in alignment with these 2 of Pentacles. Abundance is going to be coming in the more you step in your magical power. So this is fantastic because we already had the Mystic, and now we have the Magician. So I'm going to throw the Magician up here. So you can have a little look-see on that. So yes, you have a little bit of power to create some of the things that you want to create for yourself and really bring in down to earth again, balancing this energy. I like these pentacles because they're perfectly aligned, one on top of each other. Yes, so the more you practice alignment with soul, the more magic you are going to create. It's going to kind of blow your mind a little bit, is kind of what the message I'm getting, because this is the real alchemist energy of like anything I touch is going to turn to gold. Kind of the Midas touch. I don't know if you know the story Midas, but apparently everything he touched turned to gold. And that's a pretty neat vibe to have, because we started today's read with prosperity. So bringing in some gold energies and gold vibes would be good. We have Sharon in next. Sharon. I'm going to pull from the Priestess of Light for you. So some more priests. We might just very well have another priestess coming in, but this is a little bit of a subtler deck. Oh dear. She loves to cuddle me Sundays when I'm doing oracle reads. It's like it's a science. It's like our wake-up call. Hello. Grateful optimism. Joyous view of the future. So I'll show you this. I'll throw her up here. We've got two kind of herons energy here. And I love that because normally herons or egrets, you often see them kind of off on their own, doing their own thing. And she's like, yeah, I'm just going to do me. I got my own thing going on. She's just, radiating out from this heart place of absolute love and energy. Third eye wide open. I can see... I can see what is coming down the pipeline for me, and I'm happy with that. Like there's a stillness to this card, though. It's not like I'm chasing anything. She's not chasing diddly. Again, hands open. Divine feminine energy, in receiving energy. I'm just going to be in peace where I am right here, right now. And I trust. I have absolute trust. I have that everything that's meant for me is coming. So in the meantime, I'm going to do a little gardening. I'm going to do maybe a little salsa. I'm going to sit down and eat some salsa, So just taking it easy and just vibing on you, darling, and being, I just know. It's all going to work out. I just know. Okay, we go. That's Sharon. Thank you. Wow. Heart, thank you. I'm ready for my mind to believe. Excellent. So that is our oracle read today. If anybody would like to book a private oracle read, the way to do that is to send me off an email. I had a great time at Jessica's the other night. She threw a party, and I got to read for the ladies, and that was super fun. So if that's something that interests you and you would like to book with me, please reach out and do that. And if you would like to book a one-on-one intuitive coaching call, the way to do that is also in the description below, justbebeing@gmail.com. If you want to join the Spiritual Warrior Support Group, that's in the description below. If you want to join the Spiritual Warrior Support Group Zoom meetings that are held twice weekly, we've got Sunday mornings at 11:11 and Wednesdays at 5:55. We look forward to having you join us and join the discussion there. That is 11:11. Donation recommended, please and thank you. If you do want to donate to my channel, there is a link for that in all of my descriptions, or at the beginning of this chat there was one, or you can donate a deck if you want. So lots of ways to get involved and build community. I am sending you all my absolute love, and I'll do a quick recap that we're heading into a world of greater prosperity. How we do that is get into our inner child and start practicing joy practices. Maybe that's painting. Maybe that's going to the park. Maybe that's just singing songs. Do what you can do to build up a little bit more of a joy practice so that you can create a bit of balance between the darker energies that we're still going to allow ourselves to have. It's not like all of a sudden miraculously we're going to be everything's great and positive vibes only. We don't do that nonsense. We are in balance. We allow ourselves to feel our positive. We allow ourselves to feel our negative as well. Because in allowing ourselves to feel is where we have our absolute power. And we stand in our truth absolute truth. We're no longer shoving things into the no man's land of shadow. We're able to say, I don't like that. I want that. I need that. I don't need that. I'm leaving. Goodbye. I quit. I want a divorce. So saying some truths, and also not getting offended or getting too like worked up if somebody else starts saying truths that come out maybe not as really truths. So be careful. When people's throat chakra activate, oftentimes there's a little bit of wonky energy for a little bit of time. But it's all part of our growth. We are growing. Please avoid the emergency room if you can. The strategy moving forward is less about creating strategies. It's more about letting go of strategy. Your strategy is to have an anti-strategy. Your strategy is to leave it in the hands of God, the divine, the creator, and appreciate life just as it is, as it's slowly coming, and stop and smell the roses. We're taking it easy. I'm hearing BTO. No, that's the Eagles. Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay. What else do we have that came in here? We are the healer of the ages. As we open ourselves, we can heal. We can heal whatever it is that you need help with. If you need help, please get in touch. I'll give you some tools and strategies to help you out so that you can heal you. I'm not going to heal you, but I can help you heal you. Because you are your own guru in this, as you open yourself and call on the divine to open our crown and get the intuitive knowing so that you can be your own guru, freeing yourself from the slavery of mental constructs that no longer resonate, so that we can truly stand in our mystic role, creating the life that we want to create for ourselves, where we are standing in truth and authenticity, and speaking truth and authenticity, and seeing truth and authenticity, allowing ourselves to get really pissed off when we see truths that are ugly and revolting, because that's the way that they go sometimes. And if we experience some self-doubt, that's okay. We can handle that. We're going to bounce back and forth between doubt and we can dance into some hope ourselves there. And then we have up, we're getting into alignment. The power of 3, triangle. That's the energy of my divine masculine, my divine feminine, and in combination with spirit. Spirit is the boss. Spirit is the boss of this. And when we have that power of 3, right? When we have the power of 3, we can really step into our magician and become that golden Midas touch kind of person, creating the life that spirit wants us to have. It's getting the ego out of the way. And we've got a priestess. So she jumped around in here because that is who we truly are, is divine priestesses of light. And if you're masculine and you would rather me say priest, that's okay. We're non-gender specific here. It's really got nothing to do with gender. Because ultimately, when we stand in our truth and authenticity and all of that, we can be gratefully optimistic that everything is just going to flow the way it should. Everything that is meant for you is coming. It's the divine way. It's the divine way. So that all said, thank you, and thank you. Peace in to everybody.